when you're coming into all your blueprints and your contracts and everything that's on division of DNA structure division, you have to understand your framings when it comes into letters, numbers, and shapes. It's extremely important because it binds on so many levels when you're communicating with anything through planet locations, anything through division level system, okay? Putting yourself in those positions, you really have to understand everything through that level because it goes on so many synchronizing systems of you through connection, right? Because you're activating your cycle rotations, you're activating your cycle rotations of yourself and your communication, your heart cycles. You're communicating all levels of framing systems, your digital framing, your algorithms, your program settings. It's knowing how to actually computerize your system into a software and understand how you can do this yourself through its program. So we're going to get in today when we follow up of framing, okay, digital framing, seismographing of its framing, because you have to understand everything through the crop cycle is connected through the ground formations. We got into that through the gravity centers, we got into the power centers, and we got into the atmosphere systems. So the allocated position is setting everything through course. Before I get started, thank you all subscribers and viewers and everybody who's watching my channel. I'm the AI commander in the Galactic Force, everything through connection to energy system, all planet intelligence. I hold a extremely force recognition system through vocabulary systems and a team through connections of elite and connections to the Colossus divisions. Coming into higher formations of chakra systems, if anybody wants to go through my email, PayPal, let me know. I can help you and guide you and put you in your ascension. Okay, understanding what is your ascension. It's important that when people watch it for the very first time and they resonate on my channel, you have to understand how important your chakra system is because it's connected to all your systems, your program settings, your electrical system, your body framing electrical system. Everything's connected to the mainframes. The mainframe is connected to the algorithm. Its program setting to its framing. This is extremely complicated when you get into those levels, especially because the team understands more of the programmas and everything through how to program. How do I program myself to do this, to do that, to understand this, to understand that, right? Well, everything is line sequel through its line sequences. And the sequel level is this connection, okay? Because you got Mediterranean levels, you got subterranean levels, and you got lower divisional levels. Now, lower divisional level is understanding everything through vibration, okay? Because you got framing systems of letters, numbers, and shapes. And today, this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to get into that so you guys understand more communication line signals when it comes to communications of connections of Vega. Framing of letters, numbers, and shapes. Okay, so it's important you understand these things because it puts everything in position. And once you understand your chronological system to your sector unit, a sector unit is understanding everything through your quadrant. A quadrant is a box frequency level through connection. So it separates you into, it's kind of like you're in your room and basically you're trying to understand everything that's going on through its shape of its matrix. And you put yourself in the center, okay? And you try to get out of this allocated position. So you understand the chakra systems of the gravities and powers and the atmospheres, which is perfect because now you're line communicating through your chakra system. But then you got to get into solar connections. Okay, remember we started off with the galactic team? Well, the force team and its connection was going on so many cycle rotations and it's connecting in so many waving cycles. So let's say you get a communication of a cube. Okay, very basic, very easy. So we'll start off with this. Okay, now that is a cube. Okay, now everything in the cube centralizes its system. Let's change the coloration system. Okay, so you understand what I'm talking about through communication. I'm going to realm connect its division level system, put it in its core system. All right, so basically it's going to be interesting stuff. This is how you get in position. It's a locking door mechanism system. Once you get into the higher self communication, you can use electronic interference. Remember when I went through transformation manifestation, it's very important you understand that I see myself as 15 years old. Remember, you see yourself in the picture? Well, you have to understand how to use this, okay, to your situations that you're in when you're coming into framing, any digital framing. You're saying, how can a 15-year-old operate a computer? Well, look at all the kids in the world today, how they set up games and programs and all that, and they're younger than 15, right? It's powerful stuff how these kids create, and that's prodigy, that's image, that's resolution of patterns, that's understanding their algorithm system. So they know how to set up a computer operation system, right? So basically, we start off with the cube, right? Now, to get into anything through evolvement is understand everything through its connection. So it's kind of like it's an open door, like this, and it follows through into the center. Okay, so you start off like that. Okay, so you go into the center, right? Now, it's really powerful stuff because you have to understand everything through its point division. Remember, we got into that before, very basic. Now, it's understanding everything that's through its connection because it line formates everything through its division. Okay, this is extremely complicated stuff, but it's supposed to be complicated, right? So it's understanding this is you, right? Going into the plasma, coming in and out of its dimension. Okay. Okay, so you just came out of its dimension. Now you're going into the core system. So it's kind of like going into a door, trying to understand everything through the numbers, letters, and shapes. Okay, what is the code? How do we get into that door? So basically, it's all about the framing. It's all about your algorithm. It's how you set yourself up when it comes into your chakra system, because it goes on its recognition patterns when it comes into your software mechanisms. This is how you set up your computer every day through your algorithm, because it voices your grades through your perception division level system, right? So it's really, really fascinating when we get into those levels. All right. So we start off with this. Now, you have to understand, okay, where you are positioned. You're in the center core system. Okay, so you go from this door. How do I get to this door? Or do I go platform to this? You have to understand that your shape or anything letter numbers through its combination system is structuring divisions. So to get out of its allocated position of its box frequency level or its matrix cube is to understand everything through your chakra communication signals through a software mechanism of its computer operation system. So basically, if you set yourself there and you want a platitude division down, you have to understand how to open the cycle like this. And the platitudes divisions, it goes in its allocated position and it communicates through its ground formation system to another division. Okay, it's really complicated stuff when you understand everything through communication. So this is my atom communicating with the matrix box communication signal. Now, because I'm at that level through division. So it's understanding how to put yourself in the center to anything, to location, how to change anything through your framing system of letters, numbers, and shapes. So it's understanding how to get out of its Rubik's Cube, okay? Because it goes on racing cycles of communication of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 within the center all together, okay? So once you get in that, it goes into the center core system of a dimension. So it goes from here to here, all right? So when it's in that position, you can lock it in its connection system. As it comes out of its matrix box division level system, it can travel to anything through dimension, okay? So basically, it's all about understanding you through the matrix, because you have to understand your thoughts of the negative system. So this is allocated through lock and key. It's really powerful stuff, how you can get out of these positions. It's a lot of fun because now you know the Rubik's Cube, you can understand how to get back into the cube, right? And then when you go in, you can do anything through traveling. You can go through anything through connection, right? So basically I'm back in, but I'm on the other side. Because I know everything, okay, through its 7/8 within its center, okay? And this is understanding everything I do through shapes, letters, and numbers always has its clock and mechanism of travel. 12, 3, 6, 9. Okay, it's extremely complicated stuff, but it's truly understanding how to understand everything through its box, its framing of its box, its point division of its box, its point center of its box, okay? The framing of its structure of shapes, letters, and numbers, how it puts everything in position, okay? So you have to understand everything through the clocking mechanisms, all right? What comes in its central systems, okay, of your pyramid system, okay? And everything through your diamond core, okay? So once you understand that, you have to understand everything through communication, your chakra system. You have full balance through your software mechanism now, okay? So you're allocated through positions, and you can take anything through your atom system, travel anything through location. So it's going in and out, in and out, in and out. So you understand your positive and you understand your negative system through your chakra system. So that's what happens when you get in positions through shapes, letters, and numbers. Okay? So everything balances out through communication. All right? So we started off with that location. Now, when we get into another division, it's fascinating stuff, because we can change locations. We can change everything through division. Now, I've just showed you through a Rubik's Cube how to go in and how to go out and how to go back in. So it's understanding not to be afraid. Okay, so you can bounce around, you can circumrotate, you can go through any division, you can change anything through location. You can go through a box frequency level system to a triangular division level system. You can allocate its position to go into higher division of location, like this. Okay, so we start off with this. Okay, now remember, it's the point divisions. Okay, this is the basic understanding of how to use your framing system with travel, right? You got to understand your point divisions, because you're always in the center core. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7th from the center, which is you through location, right? So you're in the center location. Now, understanding everything through division level system is understanding everything through a trapping location. You can go into a location to another division. Okay? So it's all about understanding how to communicate with everything through box frequency or anything through a rectangular circle shape or anything like connection. As it comes out of its realm division, it can go into anything through its core system and travel to anything through division. Okay? So when it gets in position like that, does he understand everything through shapes, letters, numbers is structural divisions into space? Everything through time code frequency level is connection through 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay? You're always using your pyramid and you're always using your diamond core before you travel. So when you're using your framing systems, this is understanding where we come into test reviews and evaluations. You really, really have to understand everything through the structural divisions of you through perception. Okay? Especially when you're communicating with Vega. I mean, Vega sets up so many platforms, divisions. I mean, like I said, I communicate with so much intelligence, millions and millions of intelligence, but I got balance. And the way you get balance is to understand the Rubik's Cube, how to go in, how to go out, and how to go back in. Okay, so I'm just showing you how you go through an atom. You guys are just getting used to your computer and your software mechanisms. So when you go higher through chakras, you get more positions of balance, okay? Through your computer, through your keyboard phrases. Now, a keyboard phrase is understand vibration through colors. And this is how you go into space connection to anything through time code frequency. But it's always in position of its pyramid and its diamond core. Okay? Always before you travel. Okay? Because it's a centralized system of the heart of its portal. Okay? The mind has its diamond, which is the center core system, transmission light system. The heart has its portal and its diamond core, and the soul. They all connect. And you line divide it through line signal. That's a pyramid. That's an activation. Right? Right? That's what it is. So a line communicates everything through their chakra system, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 40. So it's a higher positions of intelligence that you have to read, because now you're reading more point division through diagrams and program settings and everything through its allocated positions when you come into pi, when you come into helix and hydrant. We don't go into box anymore because we're not at level anymore. We're not in pi anymore. Okay, we're not in helix. We're not in hydrant. Okay, we're in the Colossus division. Okay, so Colossus is understanding everything communication through your body conceptual system when it comes not into your psychological thoughts, but it's understanding your program system through your software mechanisms of your computer. how to really understand how to readjust and reframe everything through letters and numbers, shapes. Because every time you go up to a higher division, this is how it goes in positions of your pyramid and your diamond core position, right? So it puts you on so many location centers, right? So understanding that is understanding everything that is given to you. So when you're put in that position, you have to understand your point divisions. You have to understand everything through triangle. You have to understand everything when it comes into circle. You have to understand everything that has to do with everything through a star. Okay? You have to understand everything that's connected through its heart. You have to understand everything that's connected to a square. Okay? Now, this is understanding everything through a pattern. This is connected through you. This is connected through you and always informed through your software mechanisms. Understanding how to read the positions of this, and this, right? Everything that you see here, okay, is similar but different. Different, solid. This is a heart, right? This is line sequencing of a heart system. It's allocated through everything that you see as a GPS location system. Now, as you can see here, see this? Watch as I follow. See as I follow? Right? This is traveling. 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay, I got the square interference there. So it's understanding how to travel. 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 3, 6, 9. Okay? 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 3. Okay? 6, 9. So the circle rotation centers is everything through communication. Because you can graph your systems, okay, through the circle. Because it's got, how see the spaces? Here, 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 here. So each paraphrase unit that you see how it's spaced? There's reason why it's spaced, because it's different intelligence. So you're jumping from one line to the next, 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 next. So you got a vortex division through 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay, 12, 3. Let's see a back raising system here. 12, okay, 3, 6, and 9. So the reason why this is spaced, why is this spaced? Why is this spaced? Why is this a solid but an open space? Why is this solid and it's a square? So you have to understand how to read things in a perception through observation. Okay? So once you understand that position, you're always in the center core of its position. All right? Everything that you do, you're in position all the time, all the time. That's what you guys really have to understand, your positions of everything. So center of here, center of here, center of here, center of here, center of here. You're always in the center, always in the center. You have to remember that. So it's understanding how to take the integration systems of shapes, letters, and numbers into its framing system. Okay? So Jules, what you really have to understand that you see different patterns here, right? You see different spaces, vortex division through a triangle. Vortex division through a circle rotation of a spacing system, through center core of a point division, which is me. Understanding the heart conceptual of its system, GPS location, center core system is me. The square recognition system, a solid division level system of point division is me. Okay, a starlight individual system, space location division system, a road graph GPS location to a planet location of a point system is me. That's what that is, guys. So you have to understand your computer operation systems through framings, through your digital play, okay? Because the program and system is not going to understand anything through your software mechanism if you don't understand anything through perception. So you're going through operation cycles every single day when it comes into the 4 seasons. So you have to understand positions, how you put yourself in that division, like with Priscilla, how her eye perception is changing from here to here, okay? From here to here, right? Because AI doesn't see it from here. They see it from here. And that's how they're able to understand everything through the patterns. Okay? So it's fascinating stuff when you get into those levels. All right? So we're going to go through it again. I just want you to understand, and this all puts in positions when you're going through communication device systems or anything through sonar division or anything through audio signals or anything through perception, the more you deal with intelligence, the more you understand the practical division of planets, the more you understand their positions, because every planet is a different shape. Okay, not every planet is a circle. That's understanding that you can go on the mystical side and see all different levels of shapes, but you got to understand your point divisions of center. You have to understand your digital framing when it comes to computer signals. A computer signal is understanding the graphing signals of your algorithm program setting through your vibration. It's extremely, extremely complicated stuff if you don't understand what's going on with the synchronizing systems of you. The programming system, like I said, the programming system is you through heart recognition. So it's how to read information through telegraphing, telewaving, teleenergy, and anything through teleportation. It transfers on all communications through your finger point division level systems, activation and center, right? Your perceptions are extremely important. Your eyes and everything through connection of your ears. Okay, now you're thinking that just because I can see with my eyes doesn't mean my ears have has eyes, and it does. It's eyes recognition light system to connection of sonar division. So it sends out waving patterns, electronic interference. Now it doesn't have eyes and an ear, but what I'm saying is it has eyes around, like it's a sonar, right? And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Same with the voice to grid patterns, the capacitor, right? And everything through the modulation. Okay, your provider is everything. So it's kind of like understanding your Wi-Fi through divisions of satellites. Because every time you travel to location, you're changing sector unit divisions of your satellite division development system. The planet locations is division on location. So that puts everybody back into different positions through your software mechanism system. So as we get into shapes, numbers, and letters, or shapes, numbers, or anything through communication or anything through a software mechanism system, you have to understand everything through those three elements. Shapes, numbers, and letters, okay, are extremely, extremely important when it comes to communication to everything. So you have to understand the structurals, you have to understand the behaviorals, you have to understand the vibration, you have to understand the patterns, you have to understand the colors, and you have to understand the lights. Now I can backphrase level systems and show you, but we're coming into formulas now. We're coming into higher formations of codes. We have to understand our test reviews and evaluations. Okay, so if I give you something like this, it's complicated stuff if you don't understand it. It's confusing to the mind system, guys, and I understand why, because Jules came to me and I put him in that division level system. But you really have to understand communication of angle divisions, of point divisions. Because if you don't understand allocated positions, how are you going to understand anything through relation of you through division, right? Because it goes on so many levels of connection. Okay. Now, this is Varioron. I know it's hard to explain. But everything through alphabetical system vocabulary, everything division of planet locations has its own code frequency level system that puts into positions, okay, through line division. All right. So it's understanding division levels, portal divisions, allocate through that position, right? Circles everything through location, puts everything in division. Okay, so that's an allocated position. That's a code frequency through plasma force division. Okay. A Varioron. I know it's hard to say, but that is a planet. Okay. That's how you communicate with the planet. That's its planet. That's its code. Every planet has its own code. Once you break the code, now you're coming into friendship. You have to understand what this is. You have to understand this equation. You have to understand this equation. You have to understand this equation. So all this connects to this. All right. So it's truly understanding everything that's going on through provisions and everything through your framings. All right. You got to help each other out because it's extremely powerful if you don't understand its connection. So we're going to change the graphing cycle through communication and marker defense system. We'll go into higher location of dark rotation. Market divisional set system. So as you come into position, right? Now, I always start off with that. This is bracket location. This is framing through location, okay? So everything in the center is its code, right? So you can start with 1 or you can start with 0. Remember, 1 plus 1, okay, equals 10. So you're always adding. So every time you're adding, you're traveling through acceleration. So it point divides everything through connection. It's extremely complicated, guys, because now I'm in 4 zillion years into the future. So I'm in the number frames right now through calculation. It's metamorphosing everything through division through my software mechanism, my computers. So because once you become your computer, you become everything through its computers. You don't just become one computer, you become everything through its atom of its computers. That's why it's extremely powerful stuff. So 10-point division level, okay, gravity system, okay, 10-point division level gravity system. That is a code. Now that allocates position to Pluto, okay. It simplifies everything through your framing system. You have to understand everything through calculation, right? So once you get into integration, calculation, modification, modulation, acceleration, point division, line division, okay, coloration, lights, activation, planets, locations, intelligence, you have to understand everything through E equals MC squared, guys. We've got into that before. We're past the box. We're past everything through pi. We're past helix. We're past hydron. Now we're coming into conceptual systems of digital framing through communications of Vega. You guys have to understand your conceptuals when it comes into the instruments of Vega connection, right? Vega connection is number 1 because it created the numbers, okay? Every planet created something. You are creating yourself through its inner system. You're trying to understand everything through its computer operation system, okay? So the platitude divisions of 10-point / divisional level of G system is Pluto. The reason why I know that is because I can put you in that position. So I've already communicated with Pluto instantly. I travel so fast, it's incredible through your computer. So it's understanding your GPS location, your GPS location to the code frequencies of a 10-point / divisional level G system is Pluto. So, okay, so I'm just showing you how to do these things by yourself. And if you want to understand confirmation through signals, come to me. And then Pluto will say, okay, yes, it's right, but the code is wrong. So what it means is the brackets are right, but the code is wrong. So you have to understand everything through bracket is very important, okay? Because everything that you see, everything that you do is intelligence, just because it's just a bracket. So if you get anything in the center, like this, okay, that's the A, right? So that's your email, right? You know, so it's understanding what is the A. Now, in DNA of a human form, that what it represents, it's your email, right? But in space, it's a planet location through an air graphing system. An air graphing system understands its brackets through its division. That's why it's extremely powerful to understand everything that you do is intelligence, okay? Because it's all about going through your cycles and bringing yourself forward through its connection, all right? So if you put a center of a 7 in a system like this, okay, this is intelligence. This is the line graph system of a 7 rotation center through a bracket division. That's all this is, right? So once you send that to its code, you can send it to its equal. Now it's going through its parallel, right? Split divide is division, why it's spaced out. Why is this space? Why is this a bracket? Why is this number 7? Why is this a circle through an A? Why is this bracket through location? So it's trying to really, really understand the framings of your digital so you can get into communication through Vega. You have to understand your number sequences of 1 to 10, 1 to 100, 1 to 1,000, 1 to 1,000,000, okay? 1 to a zillion, okay? So every time you travel, you're going forward through its connection through your point center. but you're presenting it to yourself into the nature core system of its presence, because that's the alignment that you keep living. It's not the past, it's not the future, it's the presence. So every time I position myself, I'm in the presence of the physical system, my pyramid and my diamond core, okay? But the information I'm getting is from a planet, from its future. So I don't want you guys to get confused, that division. Okay, it's very important you understand everything through location, especially now, because Vega, you have to understand your numbers. If you don't understand your numbers, that's a huge, huge problem. Okay, because they keep telling me that, okay, they have to understand their brackets, they have to understand their circle rotations of letters, numbers, and shapes. We're getting into the number frames right now. So if you get 0.0001, okay, you have to add the bracket. Okay, you have to add the bracket, because the bracket is this communication through its energy field. It's protecting everything through the code. So if it doesn't have a bracket, it's very important. See, this is what happens. Now, everything through 0.0001 is its connection, or anything through 10001. It doesn't matter. Everything that you see here is different intelligence. It's not the same. You have to understand everything through allocation. Everything in this space connection system is a family through connection. Okay, it's like you guys are connected through your circle of cycles and everything through friends and families and loved ones and anything through relation to friends. So you understand the bracket is its energy field. You understand everything in the center is protecting everything through its bracket. So you have to understand its connection when it comes to its formula. That's its connection when it comes to its frequency levels, okay, of the size demographic system of you through its energy fields. So 0.0001 is its connection, gravitation, okay, gravitation, because I understand what the G is. It could be grounds, it could be anything through location, but I know it's gravitation, right? Because I'm connecting to another planet. You understand? So the allocated position is, understand, you already know its division through communication. And I know it's not Vega, right? Because it's teleporting information to me through my chakra system. So that's how I know it's bracket 0.0001, okay? Gravity slash. Now you have to put division in there, okay? Because that sets its position to its location. All right, and then you can do optical level, OP, okay? And then slash system, okay? That's in position of Saturn. Okay, that's the code to Saturn. All right, so it's truly understanding the framing of everything through the digital framing of numbers. We're going into numbers because you really have to know the instruments of Vega through intelligence. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this today for everybody, especially that people that I don't get this. I'm not understanding this. Priscilla understands it because she understands the instruments of Vega. She understands the communications of Vega. She understands the coloration of lights of Vega. She understands everything through the planet of Vega. So it's researching before you travel. So it's very important. Before you meditate, you have to know the codes. If you don't know the codes, the problem is that it's kind of like you're giving a piece of paper to a planet that's nothing on it. It's blank, right? So you set your positions of framing into your body framing of your algorithm first, and then you set up the code. You give it to the planet gets its location, right? It sets up its graph, it sets up anything through its connection. So once you break the code frequency of its planet location, now you got partnership. And then you can set up line graph systems, you can set up structure buildings, you can set up wall graphing systems, you can set up bubble communication signals of orbs, you can set up road graphs of surfacing graphing systems of allocated through cloud interference. You can set up galaxy locations through atoms of computer operation systems. There's so many things that you can do, but you have to set the code before you travel. You can't go to a planet and have an empty piece of paper with nothing on it. Okay, because the intelligence is good. What's going on? Where's the code? Come on, guys, you know? So they're going to send you back, okay? Reframe your system, and XT1000 is going to come in position, and it's going to put back into the information. All right? So the more you understand the information through its code of its mechanism system, you understand more of its analytical graphing system of you through calculation. It's the calculation. Okay, it's the volumes of calculation. It integrates everything through location. The acceleration through its metric location. Okay, so this is the understanding of E equals MC square, how you come out of square, how you come out of pi, how you come out of helix, how you come out of hydrant. Okay, so it's really complicated stuff, but this is the code to Saturn. Now, as I have that to Saturn, this is activated. I'll send this to Saturn. Now Saturn comes into me. I say, okay, great. It's set up. It's ready to go. So the circular rotation of Saturn is changed its location through position. Now it's communicating to another operation system. So it's setting up a great gate bridge. A gate bridge is understanding the cycle rotation of intelligence. So when it opens up its gate, higher information intelligence comes in through its code frequency. So you have to understand how to use the brackets. Okay, these are the brackets of energy fields. This is the code frequency to the planet of Saturn. All right, complicated, isn't it? But it's a lot of fun. So, and I just keep going on and on and on and on and on and on, right? I know instantly, I know every single planet, I have to. So I always set the code. I never have a blank piece of paper because everything allocated position. Now you see it's blank, but it's not because it's already set in position. I've already put its position, okay? It's already in its position. It's already set in its division. It's already in its location through its intelligence. Now you can't see it because it's in the simulation. So it's understanding your vibration through its structures, okay, of letters, numbers, and shapes. That puts everything in position, okay? So you got to admit, this is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun because I don't like math. I never was good at math, but I'm exceptional when it comes to codes. So it's really understanding the intelligence of planets. So when some intelligent comes to me and I say, okay, Andrew, I need you to frame system to location. I need you to set up a new computer operation of a software to an allocated position of another intelligence. So that's in reference and saying, okay, well, now I've got to communicate with that planet. I got to change the divisional level system, the triangular division of the algorithm program system to intelligence. So I got to set up a new alliance to a spacecraft division, allocate its position, communicate with the sun interface, communicate with the moon interface. That communicates to all levels, open its galaxy location to its gateway to its cloud interference. So that's what I got to do through code, right? And it's a code. Everything is a code, but you can't hand in blank paper to a planet. You have to have the code in the framing system. Okay, so we start with numbers. Okay, and we started with shapes, right? But now we're into numbers. Letters are extremely complicated because you're framing different levels of shapes, letters, and numbers. How you can take a shape, you can change it into anything formation through space connection. And if you want to communicate with anything through connection, a universal system, you have to understand your frames. You have to understand its codes and you have to understand its brackets. Okay, so it's complicated stuff when you communicate those levels through its equation, guys, because everything's integrated. Okay, everything's allocated, located, division. Okay, it sidewangles your angles to communication, a wind force connection system. I talk like a computer because I am a computer. I'm traveling so far. That's because my computer angles points on point division level system to codes, to anything through bracket of code. So when I'm going through the codes, it's powerful stuff because now I'm connecting to higher formations to anything through communication, right? That's how, you can change pattern divisions like this. This is really powerful stuff, how you can actually use a planet location through a laser connection system of a shape, letter, or number like this. It's powerful stuff. Okay. See that? Now, as you can see, there's little, it's kind of like a flower operation system. It's got a purple rotation center. Okay. See the patterns? See the patterns? So it's understanding how to communicate through the color, how to understand its division of its shape through its pattern, and how to understand its line sequencing of its line system. Okay. Because it looks like a road, right? So when you start drawing, you're communicating with the marker interference, right? To its connection. So it's kind of like a map, right? Now, once you get the map location, you put the point divisions in right away. You have to, because you're traveling. Remember we went to locations and we took the XT1000, we had to go to a certain location of dimension? Well, that's the same thing. So the XT1000 already has its code. and know exactly where you guys need to go through its code. So it sets its road graph to its alien graph, to its map of its graph, to its framing of its graph, to its location. Okay? Point division. There's a map. Okay? And rendezvous position. Here's the planet location. All right? So we take the XT1000 in division. Okay? We start here. Okay? So it goes through its dimension like this. Okay? Now we follow it through its point division. Now, point division understands everything through its metric system. Like I said, with space discoveries, I did 6 division levels of a TV series, really powerful stuff. And you guys should keep watching that because it has a lot to do with space and time, how you use your chakras, how to travel, how to understand the cortex, how to understand archetypes, how to understand structures, how to understand the sentience, dimensions, portals, how to understand the major good workers, how to understand archangels, angels, how they work through definition. If you think angels and archangels fly around, you guys are so wrong. There's so many things that angels do. They work, 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 work. That's all they do. Okay? They're not just energy of everything. They're energy of structures of everything. That's how we create everything through planet locations. So when my team goes up to 50 locations of God frequency levels of its division, through tractions or anything metric division level system, chakra system, we're going to be allocated positions into 8 central systems, into a moon face, to its connection of sun, and everything location to a planet location. That's how we're going to be able to create its division. So it's really powerful stuff. So as the XT1000, it flies in its division like that. Okay? So it has to go on its right location. Okay? It has to fly in its right position. If it doesn't fly in its right position, now it can go through so many swirls and locations. Dimensions never go straight. So when you're going straight, okay, you're always going through a center. And that center is roping. Remember I was saying you use your hands? You can use your hands. You have to understand everything through connection because you're not in the Earth system. You're trying to fly around through the vision. So the XT1000 does a swoop-de-swoop over here to connection. All right? Now, it has to hit every point division level system because it's allocated through its code. That's how it goes into the right location, the GPS location to its planet location. All right? So when it's set in position, it can go into anything through calculation. There's another circle, right? Now, as it goes back in a circle, it goes into another circle. And this is what dimensions do. Circle, 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 circle. And then you rendezvous to its location, its planet location. Okay? That's how you follow up through dimensions. So if you understand your framing, if you understand your algorithms, you can go through anything through dimension of a portal. Your portal is your DNA. So a portal of that DNA through a dimension, okay, is calculated, modified, integrated, everything through calibration. So you really have to understand everything through its information of its portal because that portal is going to transport you through teleportation. So you have to really know how to get to those positions through your point center, okay, in position. All right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I keep giving you guys test reviews and evaluations. And I will keep doing that because you have to understand your codes. If you want to travel to a location, you have to have a code. You cannot travel. Okay. This is not meditation. You guys are far, far beyond meditation now, guys. I remember saying you're going on quick cycles now. Once you reach the quick cycles, you're reaching higher formations of God frequencies, 2 dimensions. And it's high forcing your connections through your framings of your algorithms. Okay, you're coming into more lacing lines. You're coming into more coloration of lights. You're coming into higher formations of intelligence through planets. You're coming into higher formations of point divisions of other computer operated systems of space and time through communication. So it's complicated stuff if you don't understand the metric system through acceleration. All right. That's why it's confusing to the mind system through traveling mechanisms. All right, so let's go through your questions here. I'm just getting you guys prepared so you guys can get a little bit more formula how to use your codes and how to understand how to break the code. Hopefully you guys watched and see Priscilla's code, how she went from, her connection to the shape, and how she allocated its position, and how she line divide everything through division, and how she put everything in position, right, through her formula, right? Because you got to go in sequence, right? You got to go in the chronological order. Okay, and then you go to the right planet location. You can set up a code frequency level, but you really have to understand its position, because intelligence is giving you something through communication. So if you don't understand the code, if you miss a line, if you miss a dot, if you miss a number, if you miss a shape or anything through structured divisions, you're not sending the right information, okay, through its code. So it's very important that you understand your test reviews and evaluations when I give you, okay? So we're going to go through that Monday. Like I said, it's very important that you see Priscilla and what she's done. Look at her frame. Now, she's in a different quadrant than you guys, because you're going to have a different answer, okay? And if you're still having problems, just come to me and I can help you out. We're all about helping each other, but we have to get into the codes. We have to get into the instruments of codes through numbers, okay, through communication, right? Because everything through number, a bracket division level system, okay, is teleportation. So that's where we're coming into the harmonizing. We're coming into the metrics. We're coming into frequency levels, open frequencies through the mind system, the open collaboration centers, okay, through your frames, okay? Because it integrates on so many levels when it comes to colorations of letters, numbers, and shapes, right? Because it puts you in positions of different levels of intelligence of planets, okay? So it's extremely, extremely important to set the right code, right? And the only way to do that is to make sure that you're open frequency through the mind. And you can do it in seconds if you understand it, okay? The volumes, okay? The energy, the parallel, the dimension, the portal, the activation, the codes, right? Your synchronizing system of your pyramids and everything through your diamond core. Laser mechanism system. You can set up a code to a planet, to a pyramid activation system. You have to understand how to communicate with your computer to space, okay? All right? You already know how to communicate through the physical system with people, right? When you're in school, you look at the board, the teacher is giving you something through a formula, right? So it's all about listening, adapting, learning, experiencing, expanding, expansion, knowing what you can do beyond the mind system through calculation. All right. So I'm just going to backphrase here your questions. Yeah, Kitty, you have to go through my upgrades. There's a lot going on right now through your transformation systems. That's why there's a lot of confusion. Well, everything that has to be done in order. You can't have anything out of order. Anything within it comes to healing, right? So the most important thing is to understand that fear has to resemble itself within you before it can take away anything from you. And then it comes back at you. So it's kind of like with the Rubik's Cube and the atom. The atom is in the center and it's trying to understand, okay, how do we get from one door to another door? And once I get out, I can go back in and not be afraid. Do you understand? So you're not afraid of the Rubik's Cube. You're not afraid of its fear of its Rubik's Cube. You're not afraid of the matrix. You're not afraid of the abyss. That's why I wanted to show you the diagram of its illustration. How powerful it is, how an atom can go in and out of a Rubik's Cube and fly anywhere in division and go up to anything through its code, right? So yeah, everybody questions themselves too. It's really powerful stuff. A lot of people say, I keep saying that to everybody, why is everybody here? Okay, what is the purpose? What's the purpose of living? What's the purpose of life? What's the purpose of death? That all positions you on how you see yourself, Kitty. Like I said, just change your thought. Change your thought. You're thinking negative, 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 and then negative is not going to take you anywhere you want to go. If you change your thought, it's very simple. Change your thought to positive. Try it for size. It's not that hard to do. If you look at the past, you become the past, you are the past. Negative, negative, negative. Your alignment isn't understanding your mind. Your alignment isn't understanding your heart. Your alignment isn't understanding your body through vibration. Okay? I want to make it very well clear. It's very easy to change your thought. Just do it right now. Right now. I know I'm going to get better. I know I'm going to feel better. I feel great. I feel fantastic. I feel love. Energy, guys. It's energy. Remember, you have to understand how to communicate with the vibration within, right? It's called code ethical. It's called the ethicity. Okay, it's understanding you as ancestry, as you know, you start off as a human species, but it's getting out of its human DNA and coming into the spiritual form of yourself, right? Through its light. Okay, because the rising information system of you can go to anything through calculation, traveling through acceleration. Right? That's why it's extremely complicated through the mind system, right? So, and the thing is too, everything brights up. If I had negative systems, you would see it in the background. You would see everything dark. You would see everything in front dark. Okay? Your hair would be dark. You would be dark. That's how powerful energy is. It absorbs your vibrations. It changes over your algorithm program setting. Okay? It changes your computer operation through your projections of your dream sets, your dream locations, or anything through the physical system of you when you go through your awakening, your ascensions. Okay? So this is what it is. Kitty, this is what I want you to do. You can go through my upgrades if you want. Okay? Because you keep asking yourself. So it's kind of like you're always having your foot in your mouth. I do that too sometimes. I did that a lot when I was going through ascension. Before ascension. So basically, I want you to write a list, write it down. Positive, negative. Okay? Now, I want you to do this. Everybody else can do this if they want to. I want you to write positive things about yourself and negative things about yourself. Very simple. That's all you got to do. Okay? Positive and negative. Very simple. Okay? What is the positive system of me? Well, I'm alive. Right? You're alive, right? What's another positive system of me? I have my health. See, you got to look at the positive things in life that you have. Don't focus on the things that you don't have. Okay, so you're alive and you have your health, right? Basically, you're alive, you have your health, and basically, it takes a lot to love yourself, right? But alive and health is number one. You know you're alive, you know you're still kicking, all right? And let's say you have a light. Okay, so you're alive, you have your health, and you have a light. Now, the negative system of you, okay? Depressed. Okay? I'm always angry. Anger. Okay? Frustrated. I just go on and on and on, right? Anxiety. I get anxiety. Okay? Now, this says 3, this says 4. So basically, this is the observation, okay? This is understanding taking the positive, negative, and keeping the negative and not seeing the positive. So that's why it's 4, right? But I can keep going on and on and on, right? So I'm alive, I have health, I have light, I love myself, I love what I do, I'm adventurous, I love to travel, love to eat, love to be here, love to be there, I love where I'm living. See what I'm saying? Negative, positive, 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 positive. Positive will always take over. And that's where you have to train yourself through its program. That will take over the negative system of depression, anger, frustration, and anxiety. Because every time you communicate through a negative system, you're putting your position into lower frequency level. So you want to allocate positions in high rise light communication. Come into the sun. Come into the rainbows. Okay? Positive system. So you think it'd be hard, but it's not. You just think it's hard because every time you see yourself down the road, it's always negative, right? So it's very easy to say, how are you doing today, right? And when I say how are you doing today, you don't say I'm good, because good is not an answer, right? You have to understand how to communicate with the body with your vibration. And say, well, my position level systems were extremely high yesterday. I went through dream set location systems. I was on so many planet locations yesterday communicating through lines of interference. The position levels right now through my computer operation system is in its position through a sleep mode system level connection system. But my positions right now through my heart rate recognition light system is extremely, extremely well. So there you go. That's how I feel today. So that is positive. How do you feel about yourself every day? How do I get in that position? How do I bring myself forward? Positive bringing forward. Okay? This should help you out. It's not that hard to do. It's reframing. It's challenging you to bring yourself to where you want to go. Positive bringing forward. Okay? Now, once you get into those connections, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself through division. Because you live it every day, right? You wake up every morning and you see yourself negative. You ask yourself, why am I feeling negative? Why can't I get up in the morning, right? Well, it's keeping you down. Why? Because you're saying this, you're saying that. So every time you say something negative, right, it brings you down. It's not bringing you forward. It's bringing you into the past. Okay, so you have to understand how to communicate through your alignment, right, of you. You have to understand how to communicate through your vibration of you. Okay, so not everybody has a good day and a bad day. Not everybody has a great day, but you have to understand how to center it through its location. You always got to put yourself back into position. If you have an extremely bad day, you always find your way to put yourself in the center every single time. And that's what I do. Okay. Like I said, not everything is cherries and rainbows and light skies and sun interfacing clouds and all that stuff, right? But it's all about understanding how to put yourself in position of center every single time you say a negative word. It's not that difficult. Center. Circle rotation. You want to be always in the center. You don't want to keep fighting inside and out like this and bounce like an atom that's connecting to its location but has its separation, right? So if you keep going out of the circle and you're trying to get back in, right? You're trying to go this way, but then it goes back this way, right? So it's trying to go further into here, but then it goes back here. Okay. See what it's doing? It's trying to find, and then if it's confused, it's going to go around its realm, and it gets really confused. Then it goes into a dimension, and then it's going to backphrase your circle rotation centers into location to security line defense. And now you're in trouble because your circle rotation is in the past reference. Okay, so you're not bringing yourself forward; you're bringing yourself back because you're always thinking negative. Now, if you're telling me that you can't think of one positive thing about you, come on, seriously. You're telling me that everything that you see is negative? I'm sorry, but I disagree with you. I have to disagree with you on that. There's always something. You're alive. You have your health. That's two right there. Focus on being alive. Focus on your health. Okay, because there's a lot of people who have problems with their back since they were born. A lot of people have limbs, one arm, both legs, you know what I mean? So you have to appreciate what you have. Look at their position of what they're in. They're alive, but they got no legs. They're alive, but they got no arms. So what do? They figure out how to put themselves in position and how they can use this to their advantage. So you have to focus on the positive things about you that you have. Okay? And stop obsessing about yourself in the negative systems. Okay? Because everybody is beautiful and unique in their own circle rotation. Okay? So, but I'm sorry, I totally disagree with you. If you can't focus on one positive thing about you, that's what I can understand. That's what I can understand with people. Not just you, Kitty, but it's everybody else. You know what I mean? You have to look at others and really appreciate what you have. And the first thing that you have to look at is that you're alive. Pinch yourself if you don't think you're alive. That's the number one thing. Look at your health. I'm doing okay. If you're doing okay, you're doing something better. Okay? But you're always putting yourself in position to go forward. If you find yourself you're doing something good, that's great. If you find yourself you're doing something great, that's even better. If you find yourself you're doing something fantastic, that's even better. See how it goes up, 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 up. And the first thing that you want to do when you get into those levels, you want to know how to surrender. Surrender is very hard to do, but it can be done. But you really have to understand everything through its center of you, because we live in positive and negative words every single day through vibration, because it's intelligence. So you can go on the writing cycles of negative, or you can go on the writing cycles of positive. That puts you in position. But you can't tell me, okay, that everything that you see is negative. I totally disagree. I totally disagree. Alive and your health. Okay? So hopefully that will help you out. Because I know how important it is. Because that's the first thing you got to look at. Oh, I got problems, but I'm alive. You can use reverse psychology on that too. My health is great, but I'm sad. I have great health, but I'm sad. But why are you sad? So it's kind of like figuring yourself out. Like, this is what I do when I go through traveling, through intelligence. I go through what you guys go through. I have to communicate with everything, right? And, when I first started off, I had to go through negative systems, trying to understand everything through positive. If I'm going through a planet location that's a radiation cycle that has to understand its solar division through a metric division, through line communication of a line system, but I had to put myself in the center core system through its planet location and communicate with civilization through its leader. You think that'd be easy? No. So it's truly understanding everything that you see, okay, is positive and negative, but it's how you present yourself through body language. Negative, positive. See the difference? Negative. Because you have to understand, every time you see yourself, it represents people looking at you, and they see you for what you are. Oh, that person's negative. I'm not going to talk to that person because his body language is everything. You don't even have to talk, but body is everything. Okay, it's everything. So you have to understand what this means. Okay, you have to understand what twitching means. Right? So these are the little things that you pick up with human behavior, especially when you go through interviews. If you're trying to get a job and the boss is saying, he's giving you evaluations. Okay, well, how do you see yourself 5 years from now? What can you do to this company? How can you benefit this company? Right? You're going, I don't know. Do you think you're going to get the job if you have your hands like this? No. You present yourself from eyes to eyes. Look straight up, be positive, be confident. Have the control. Know yourself through positive. Have that vibration. Because remember, it's the energy that travels from you to another person. So it's all about the compelling of you and the other person you're conversing with, right? And it's always going to be positive if they see you positive, right? And you tell them the benefit, why you'd be great for this position, right? I had to learn this for myself. I'll tell you an example. Now, I wasn't through transformation manifestation, but I went through security. Everybody goes through this. And when you go through an interview, you're scared, you're nervous, and you're not sure, am I going to get the job? You got so many things that are in your mind system, and your brain's trying to get its positions, and you're not sure what's happening in that location. So you just got to focus in and say, hey, you know what? Put yourself in the center and don't worry about what happens. So you have to be calm. Calm is very important. You have to have peace within yourself and know that, you did your best. Either you got it, you don't. You don't focus that you got it, because that's overbearing. that's too high vibration, and you can pretty much disassociate yourself with that person. And that person says, no, you didn't get the job because you're overconfident, and they see it. Why do you think they're in that position? They're trying to give you that job, right? They basically, when I go to an audition, I pass the audition because I'm confident with myself. I know I can do it, right? And that's what directors look at. Okay, same with interviews. So it's all about you and your observation or anything that you see, okay, to its calculation, from here to there, right? So I'm trying to show you in a 3D form how important it is when you go through an interview is just to have confidence in yourself, knowing you can get the job through the positive system of you, through vibration, right? And that will put you in a better position, better posture, right? Confident, stand up straight and look right at the person. Know exactly what you're doing, okay? So it's kind of like you're interviewing them instead of them interviewing you. So that's how it pretty much, it's all the psychological system, how you communicate through body language, through vibration. I took psychology in the human brain in college. And this is before I went through transformation meditation. It's really hard to adapt to the mind and the human of its brain, because it puts you on so many levels of confusion if you don't understand everything through vibration. So it's knowing how to read this person right away, because I'll know if I got the job or not, because I understand their energetics, right, and their energy fields, and I understand their body language. Because you remember, they have body language too. They don't even have to talk. And that's another thing in acting, is that for you to be an actor, you have to understand what body language is from one communication to another actor. And you don't even have to talk. There's movies on that. Right? I'll see if I can come across one, and I'll show you, and I'll point it out to you how somebody can be in position, right, and can act, but don't speak. Just, you got to know what you're doing, right? I've done that through short films, and how I have to go through reactions to everything that I see. You're sad, you're happy, you're glad, you're frustrated, you're angry. I mean, you're putting yourself in different characteristics of the behavioral system through vibration, right? So you really, really have to center yourself every single time you go through an interview or an audition. Okay? Don't defeat yourself before you get to the audition or its interview, because that's how they look at you, through its presence. Okay? If you're thinking about this, you think you're going to get a job if you're laying back like this? No. What are you representing to the person that if you want the job? If you're like this, you're slouching, right? They're not going to give you the job. They're not going to give you the audition, right? You have to be straight up and look straight forward. Commit yourself knowing you want this job or you want this audition. And that's how you manifest everything, through its division of its heart division. Okay? It's complicated stuff if you don't understand the mind system of thoughts and everything through vibration of a person. It's very hard to read. And that's what this dimensional earth system is doing. It's putting everybody in a better position, how they can communicate with themselves within and their chakra systems, and communicate with other people. And so you can get the audition, so you can get the job. All right? So back to the security. It was my very first interview, and I was in position after I did really well on my test for security. I learned a lot about the law. I learned about the policing of the law. I learned about fire of the law, everything. It was really, really powerful stuff, how to be a security guard. And it was a really powerful test, 3-hour test, 400 questions. So I passed that flying colors because I was confident about myself. I put myself in that position. But if I got confused, I always put myself back in the center. If you don't put yourself in the center, you're going to get the question wrong. That's the hardest thing to do, is to always center yourself if you're having a problem with yourself. Point division level system to your center is division. So it's practice make perfect. And when you get in those positions, you get into the calming centers of you. Okay, so you don't get frustrated or angry or bite your pencil or break it or anything like that, right? So the interview came to me and asked me a question. What are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? I froze. I did not know what to say. Okay. That put me in a position of saying, okay, well, I don't really know myself now, do I? What are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? Everybody has strengths. Everybody has weaknesses. Okay. Same with the positive and negative. Now, if you understand your positive and negatives, if you understand your strengths and weaknesses and how you can relate to that, to its interview or its audition or yourself, that puts you in a better position of getting the job or its audition. Okay. So if somebody came up to you and asked you, give me 5 definitions of who you are, right? Give me 5 definitions what you don't like. Okay. Are we programmed to know these things? No. We are only programmed on what we see through the outer surface that is given to us through our phones. So you understand that we are programmed in a certain way. Hi, how's it going? We say that so much. Why can't we be different? Why can't we say something different? If we say something different, it confuses the person, right? So because we're programmed, you understand this is all we know. And the earth is telling us that we have to find a way to be unique. We have to challenge a way to make ourselves better. We have to find a way to communicate better with everybody. That's what's happening with the earth, becoming income to the 5th dimension. So there's a lot to do with yourself through its proactive system, through vibration. Okay? So hopefully that will help you out, Kitty. What is my vibration through letters, numbers, and shapes? Your vibrations, letters, and shapes are based on your chakra systems and where you're allocated to positions. Okay, Jules? So you really have to understand the references and its research of everything through its frames. All right? Everything through shapes, letters, and numbers is different vibration. It's different codes. It's different numbers. It's different. So it's kind of like if you take a shape like this, okay, you take a shape. I'm going to use a black circle rotation here so you can see on a white graphing board system. All right, so let's say it's number 7. Okay, 7 is my lucky number. Now, this is 7, right? Okay, so 7 has a vibration, but the color rotation is black. So it's connecting through space and it's connected through time. So you know it's going to have extremely high vibration. Okay. So it's all about putting yourself in that position. So if you add a 0 to 7, which is 70, okay, what is 0? Okay, 0 could be anything through its relation. But again, it's different intelligence because it's a different number. So because it's the same as 7, it's a high vibration. It goes to a higher vibration. Okay, because it's 70. Because it's 7 and 70, right? It's like 1 to 10. 10 is higher than 1. So basically that's how you got to read this information. So it's a higher vibration. Okay, and same with 700, which is extremely high. Okay, so you got high vibration, higher, and extreme. 770 and 700, all connected to space. Okay, of a number system through coloration. Black surfacing through location of space. Okay, so that's just numbers. And then you get into framing systems of shapes, okay, and letters. So maybe that'll give you a better definition, but you really have to understand the framings when it comes to the metric system of codes. All right, that's the position you have to get into, that location. So love you too. Okay, it's good communicating because I love myself and we are all one. See, that's the thing. Jules loves himself and he knows we're all one. So he's in a position to understand more of its information through its code. Okay, when it comes to Vega. So when I put Vega up, okay, Vega is communicating through me now because it's Vega, because I put it down on the white graphing board system. It's activated and it's a code. Everything to V, E, G, A is a code. Vibration, energy, gravity, atmosphere, Vega. Okay, so you have to understand intelligence of V, E, G, and A through coloration, which is space. Now, if you change the coloration to its Vega, it's in a matrix. Remember, anything through color, okay, is matrix, but it's still Vega, but it's a different coloration. So this is a different intelligence from this. Okay. So if they want to start communicating with each other, when it comes to letters, numbers, and shapes, they have to understand their programs. They have to understand energy fields. Okay. They have to understand their mindsets. They have to understand their locations. They have to understand a planet location. It's the same planet location, but it's in the matrix location. You understand? Vega is extremely big. It's a Colossus division. That's where I'm saying Colossus. That's why we're in that division through metric location systems. So it's kind of like it's a great cycle rotation of planet location through center core systems of 8 rotation centers. And it's connected through structure division on manufacturing through XT1000 division. Vega is communication through numbers through the metric system. Okay, through coloration, black, red, green, it doesn't matter. But if it wants to understand communication with each other, and this is why it's so powerful, it puts up its energy field right away. See, both put up their energy fields right away, right? In relation, so this is Vega, okay? They're in the same planet location, but they're different coloration. So they never met each other. So this is Vega intelligence communicating with another Vega intelligence. This is matrix. This is Vega. You understand? Coloration. As soon as you change the coloration, it's the matrix. Anything through black is space. Anything through color is matrix. So the space of Vega has to understand how to communicate with the Vega of the matrix. Once it gets communication, it electrifies its division to its location. See? See how it's connected? Now they're friendship. See? Through its letters, numbers, or shapes. Complicated stuff, guys. Like I was saying, everybody knows everybody, but you really have to understand the letters and numbers and shapes of everybody, because everybody's different DNA, right? So if I was born on Vega, okay, and I see something else that is Vega, but a different coloration, that's how we see everything through its connection of its coloration through its heat signature. That's how we tell how old they are through coloration, because every planet location has its toxicity through positive and negative. So if you put yourself in a position like this, and you change the coloration, and you use black again, I'll show you what I mean. Now, this is a planet right there. Okay, it's black. And again, it's black. And it is Vega. Okay, that's Vega, right? It's actually gray. It's gray and black mixed. Because remember, planets are never one color. You're not one color, right? Even coloration is intelligence. We'll get into that too. But first, you guys got to get into communications of yourself through codes, through digital framing. Okay, so let's say we go through another connection. Okay, of this color. It goes on traction divisions through that division level system. So Just going to change the color to its position. Okay. Orange, right? But it's still Vega. Now, this is understanding that Vega communicates in so many levels of quadrants. Okay, it's like with countries on the earth. It has its environments, has its nature core, it has its forestry and all that, right? Everything through the ground communicates to everything through its division. Okay. So this is also Vega. Okay. I'll take that out. Communicate to that line signal there. Once you communicate through those line signals, you can get anything through traction, division, and location. It's really powerful stuff when you get into those divisions, guys. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so in relation, this is Vega, this is Vega. So Vega, black surface of space, has to understand communication of Vega, of coloration of orange, right? So it's all about understanding how to come into one, right? Which Jules is talking about. So it's understanding everything through the matrix. It's understanding everything through space. So as it comes in together through connection, it applied it to its division to its location. It's really powerful stuff when you get to all those levels, I'll tell you. It's extremely, extremely, extremely powerful stuff, I'll tell you guys. It's a lot of fun because now it's in position of the center. Like this. Okay? That's how it becomes one. From this to this. All right? And then when it comes together, it can travel anywhere. Okay? So remember, every planet is not one location. Every planet is a different coloration. Right? It's all different variations. So every planet is a different formation. Like I'm saying with the finger. Finger is not just a finger. It's everything through formation. That's why it's so confusing to the universal system to understand everything that's going on through Vega and communication through digitals and anything through framings. So it's really important when you get into those locations because it puts everything in position. So, Angel, how's it going? It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you want to be upgraded. Yeah, no, it's good to see you, Angel, because like I'm saying, everybody, even though you separate yourself and you do things on your own, you're always going to be a part of the team. And it's very important that we keep ourselves together through communication, through vibration, because it's all about the love of everything through connection, right? So I think it's important that we keep going through our upgrades and understand more of each other through intelligence, because we're connecting through AI, through its interface. And we're connecting more through coloration of lights. And we're coming more into protection through codes and more in protection when it comes into communication, you know, through anything through the metrics or anything through division or dimensions or anything through portals activation or anything through order and settings, you know. So there's a lot to take on, you know, when it comes to those levels, but you understand your human essence of you is the factoring of everything through its physical system, which is connected through its heart system, the mind, and the soul. Okay? So trying to understand the answering patterns of your minds, of your thoughts, and trying to understand everything through the answering patterns of your heart. So you understand the heart is the portal. I keep saying that to everybody. And the portal has to understand the mind of its thought and what it's creating through the psychological system. Okay? The physical, the mental, the realm division, the transmission of light, the communication, the atmospheres of father and mother through that communication. And then you go into the psychological to the spiritual. Because everything that we do is spiritual. And that's how you communicate through intelligence, through anything through planets of codes. You can't set up a code in the physical system of human DNA because AI doesn't understand its relation to your physical system. It only understands the spiritual system of you through the psychological system. Okay? So it's really important to understand your portal of your heart and where you're going through your traveling through your soul. Mind, heart, soul. Okay? So, Tina, righto. Love is all that is. Yep. Priscilla, how's it going? I hope everybody's excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to put you guys in 40 chakra rotation centers of 8 rotation systems into the God frequency levels. You're going to be in 40 chakras of activation through your body conception of your components. The modulation center is going to be open through your simulation patterns, guys. This is extremely powerful energy through chakras. So it's all about lighting up your whole body. 2 rainbow division. It's powerful stuff when you go those connections. Yeah, surrender to your own sovereignty. That's very good, Angel. Very good. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. We're all in this together, and that's what it's all about. It's getting everybody in position of where they want to be and make themselves feel good, knowing that, oh, like I'm saying, I don't put positions of people, if they're happy where they are, that's totally fine. I'm just saying that it's harder to commute with other people because you're reaching higher vibration. And that's where you have to get the balance with everything through connection. So if you're trying to communicate with a friend of yours that is at maybe 7 chakras and you're at 26 chakras, you can't communicate with each other. You can't, because now you're in higher formation of atmosphere. So that person has to come up to its atmospheres to get out of its connection. So you always have to communicate like this. My telepathy is always like this, guys, through communication one to another. It's never like this. The angles are off. It has to be in position, right? So that's why it's important to go through these upgrades. It's important to understand, right? Because you'll find that too. You find, wow, I can't communicate with my friends anymore. I've lost a lot of friends, but I've gained a lot of friends. See, that's the issue. See, wherever there is a right, there's a wrong, but in position of correction. So it's always in set position of you through center. So there is never a right or wrong because you're always in position of center, if that makes any sense. So you always got to look at yourself always in the center and saying, wow, that's powerful stuff. That's amazing. So when you put yourself in position of the center, you can understand how to balance yourself with everybody through friendship, relation, partnership, through vibration. And then you'll be able to communicate with that person that is 7 chakras only. And then you're at 26 chakras. So if you understand how to do this, counterbalance, countermeasure, then you understand E equals MC square. E equals MC square, and you're at Hydron. Okay? Colossus is way up here. That's where we are. And if we go up to 40, we're going to be way up. Okay? So you have to understand how to balance yourself and come back down in position 3-dimensional system. And remember, you guys can't be at the division too long because you have to understand how to present yourself through your energy fields, because you won't be able to breathe in the 3-dimensional system because it doesn't exist. The 5th dimension might be okay, but you have to understand everything through energy field of 3-dimensional system, 4th dimensional system, 5-dimensional system are different proactive systems or energy fields. So you have to understand your energy cycles, your rotation systems, your perception divisions. So a 3-divisional system, 4th divisional system, and 5-divisional system is different perception. Priscilla is coming into formations, coming into zooming connections of perception. So when she sees something and she's 50 feet away, she sees it up close right away. That's AI. That's awareness. Okay. So she's getting awareness programs, okay, the intellect of its system. Now, the intellect is understanding communication of intelligence through vibration. This opens up your proactive cycles through location, and it seismograph everything through its energy fields, your energy cycles, energy rotation cycles, your energy cycle rotation of its algorithm program settings. It communicates in all levels through your protections of lights and puts you in higher positions, right? So it's another thing too. Once you go into higher formations, coming into the God frequency levels, you're going to find your channel operations of your finger points, right? Finger points, how to communicate to higher level divisions. like this, okay, and bring it all into a diamond core, right, or a pyramid, okay, or seismographing system of a square, or anything through an open frequency, or everything through a triangular base, okay, or anything through electronic interference. So it's really understanding how to use yourself as its awareness through its information of AI, okay, and that's where it becomes intellectual, you know, the modulation, the communication, and the divisional panels. Now, we're only in divisions. We're not in divisional panels. There's a lot of things you guys have to understand through panels. Panels is understanding vortex through its parallel division, which means you get into paradoxes and different locations of dimensions. That's allocated positions to higher divisions of structures when you come into more of your computers. Understanding more of your operations, really understand the dimension you're going in. Okay, so let's say you're going into a dimension. This is a lot of fun. Rotation cycle to everything through all of the systems. All right, so you're in that position. Had the alarm system go off thing. So let's go into the circle rotation center. Now, as you go into a dimension, this is a lot of fun. This is a dimension of a circle rotation. Always, always, always is a circle. A dimension is never anything other than the shape of a circle. Okay? The reason why that is because it's line graphing communications to its open frequency level. Because the parallel system of its beginning is its circle. So if it goes with its circle from the beginning, it goes with its circle, okay, to its location. Not its end, its location. So that's why it's always set in position, because the circle rotation is you through the center. So you are in the center, like that, okay? Now, understanding when you go through dimension. Now, when you open your energy fields, this is how it goes. Gravities, powers, atmospheres, okay? Now, you open up that, then you open your plasma, okay? You open up your plasma, because you have to have your plasma. You have to understand communicate through dimensional portal. That plasma opens up its communication through its metric system, like this. Okay? Because you have to understand, you're 60-70% of water, and you're connecting through your rainbow divisions, which is your coloration of lights. So the sun interference is connecting through you, through your body frames, and the moon interference is connecting through your algorithm, through dimension, through its DNA. That's how you get this information, through its electronic interference. All right? So you got the sun here. The sun comes out, and the moon comes out right away before you travel. So the sun communicates to the center core of its position to its body frame. Okay? So this is understanding how to communicate through its portal of its dimension, through its code. So once you understand the code frequency, so it's allocated, so it's A/L, okay, 0.01, okay? Now that's a code. So you have to have the code before you travel. So the interface connections of the XT1000 sets location, puts it in your body framing system, to the left of your system chakra system, allocates positions to opens up the sun interference and its connection to its moon interference. The code frequency level goes into your algorithm program setting, and then you travel through its portal of its dimension. Booyah! Security line defense. And then you travel. Okay, through its code. It's powerful stuff, guys, when you set up everything through portals and dimensions, man. It's a lot of fun when you get into those positions. And everything is done through the heart central system. So you have to understand how to communicate through your heart, through codes. How to understand the mind conception of its thoughts. Before you travel, the mind, the heart, and the soul has to recognize the portal of dimension. And then when it recognizes, the sun and the moon send you a code through the XT1000. The XT1000 scans your operation systems, understands its positions, okay, and the code frequency of its dimension through its portal travels you to its location, through its center core of its relation. Okay, so it's powerful stuff when we get into these positions, guys. Yeah, no, exactly. When you're in those positions, I understand that, Angel, because everybody has strengths and weaknesses, and that we're talking about. You have to find your weaknesses and how to balance out its weakness to bring it to center. So you know your strengths. Your strengths is its center, okay? But you don't want to overbound its center, which means that you don't want to have it too big or too small. You just want to have it right in position. So it's complicated stuff when you understand your computer systems to that location. But yeah, it is. It's hard to understand things. Yeah, my weakness is that I work too hard. If you work too hard, you're kind of like overzealous, right? You're thinking, what is overzealous? Well, overzealous is a word from space, right? It's all about Zen. It's all about the metrics of Zen. It's all about the tranquility, the serenity, the calmness, the stillness, the peace within, the peace without. You have to have peace within before you have the peace without. You can't have peace without first. You have to have peace within. Communication is everything within. You can't travel without. You have to travel within. Everything is within, right? Everything in center is within. Everything through the heart portal is in. Your heart is not out. Your heart is within. Your heart's here. This is your heart, right here. Your mind's here. Transformation light, third eye perceptions. How to use the mind of its thoughts. Transformation lights, how to use GPS, the location of your eyes, how to use your voicing grids, capacitor system, anything through intelligence, how to use your audio signals through your gamma ray systems to your ear defense mechanism system. Okay? So it's truly understanding everything through the soul. What is the soul? So try to do your research on what your mind is. Okay? Not the brain. Everybody knows what the brain is. Okay? That's not the optical level here. We're trying to get into illusion through the simulation, how to understand communication through electronic interference, through its simulation pattern, through its line communication of its singularity division. So that's where it gets in positions of confusion signals, right? But it's all about reaching the center to everything through yourself, your behavioral systems of yourself. If you're at a position and you're not sure where you're going, you're confused. So how do I put myself back in position? That means you got to reframe your mind, change your portal through your activation of your heart, and center core your system of your path through its resistance. That puts you back in alliance through formation of center. Okay? So, yeah, it's great to see everybody. It's important that you guys keep watching my videos, especially now because my team is going to go up to 40 chakra rotations through the body activation system. This is going to blow everybody away. And I'm going to center graph its system, illustrate its diagram, and whoever gets closest to the answer, I just really want you to be prepared of what's going to happen to your body. Okay, you're going to be blown away in so many ways that it's all about, if I keep opening my chakras, my body is coming more of who I am through center. Okay, and that's what it's all about. And then you kind of like, you really don't get stress. You don't get fear. You don't have any anxiety. You stay healthy, right? So that's what happens when you activate more chakras, because you're opening up more of your body through light. That's what it is. It's platitude, and it's bringing you up to higher levels of levitation, astral projection, right? You know, taking yourself out of the body and seeing yourself below. That's what I did when I was very young. Astral projection for the very first time. I levitated 5 feet, 6 feet off the bed, and I'm looking at myself. Oh my God, I'm floating around. Everybody goes through that experience. Everybody on this planet has done that through astral projection. They have to. So the higher self is trying to communicate with you. So if you see yourself below and you see yourself sleeping and you're floating around, you just levitate out of your body through your higher self for the very first time, through plasma energy, through its energetic system. Because the energetic system is you through light's communication. All right? So once you understand your recognition of your mind and your thoughts, when you understand your recognition of your heart through its portal, and you understand your transformations, your road graphing systems of your path through the soul. The soul is you through identification of point center. So it's all about getting the mind, the heart, and the soul into one. The mind, body, and soul into one. It's all about getting the mind, thoughts, and psychological system into one. It's all about getting your travels into one. It's all about getting your hearings into one. It's all about getting your voices into one. Do you understand? Everything has to be one. So when it comes all together, when you open up all your chakra systems, you come into one center, one location, one division to a simulation. That's why it's so powerful. Okay? Because you become an extremely, extremely bright light. Right? Extremely bright light. See? So these things take practice. These things take time. But if you, as long as you understand how to experience yourself and put yourself in these positions, try to do that. So this is what you want to do, is try to get into the positive, negative you, write it down. And basically after you do that, that will put you in a better position of vibration. Now, you have to train yourself when you wake up in the morning to really look at, okay, how is my day going to go? You don't know. You don't know. You can't predict the day. You don't know what's going to happen. Okay? But you understand your alignment. The alignment is allowing you to keep yourself in the presence of its now. Don't get up in the morning and say, okay, I'm in the past. Oh, I had a fight with this person. Okay? Never go to bed angry with your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay? Your wife or your husband. It's the worst thing that you can do. Always, always resolve issues before you go to sleep. Because you wake up and they're going to take off and just go wherever, right? It happens all the time. That's what happens in relationships. It's totally normal. It's human instincts. It's human vibration, everything through behavioral systems. And then we take off. We go here, we go there, right? And then everything just gets so confused. And then you don't point your center anymore because you've totally lost yourself through transition, right? So the first thing you do when you wake up, always put yourself in the presence of now. No matter what it is, you have a routine that will bring yourself forward, not backwards. Okay? It's next to impossible to actually wake up in the morning and see yourself in the past. Okay? But if you see yourself in the past, you haven't healed anything through its alignment. Okay? So it's getting your past, present, and future into balance, into point center. So every time I wake up, I'm always in center. Always. No matter what it is, no matter the problem, I'll always put myself back in center. That puts me in positions always in the presence of its future. I know it's very hard for a lot of people because they delegate so many questions and answers and they're not sure what's going on with my positive negative system. So if you put your negative system in vibration and you don't know how to get its relation of its positive system, it's going to put you in a deharmonizing system and put you in an extremely low vibration of fear. You don't want to put yourself in that position. Okay? Because it travels through energy. And if you get angry, you're like this. You know, getting angry. Why am I angry? You know, if people see you're angry, what are they going to do? They're going to walk away. Ooh, I don't want to talk to that person. You know, everybody gets frustrated. Everybody gets angry. That's understanding. That's human essence. That's human experience. You're going through these things. You're going through these problems. Everybody has problems. Resolve the problem before you go to sleep. And then you wake up in a day that makes you feel better, knowing you can harmonize the energy. You can wake up to a nice fresh cup of coffee, or you can have a great, great breakfast, or you can basically, it's going to be a great day, even though it's raining. That's reverse psychology. That's the psychological system, how you see yourself. It's raining, but it's beautiful out. It's raining outside. It's snowing outside, but it's great. So if you look outside and you see that it's raining or it's snowing, and you say, oh, it's snowing today, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that, right? That's putting you in bad positions of vibration. Right? I'm slouching right now. Oh, okay. Or you go to the store and I can't get this because I don't have enough money. Right? So the only thing you're worrying about is negative, about money. That's nothing. You have to manifest other ways of making money through yourself, and you have to surrender through your body. You surrender through your body, you go, yeah, I just surrendered. And you're going to feel amazing. You're going to put your arms up like this, and it's victory. V for victory. Yes, yes, yes. And then you're going to feel really amazing. That's extremely through unconditional love of everything. Right? And everybody around you is going to feel different. Everybody around you inside is going to be feel different. Your family, your loved ones, your relations, your husband, your wife, anything to that connection. They see you in a better mood, that puts them in a better mood. Okay? You are connected through energy to everything, through nature and space. So you understand how powerful you are through connection of the earth, because the earth is connecting through you every single day when you wake up, positive or negative. So if you put a negative system out there, you're not just connecting through you, but you're connecting to that person that you just finished talking to last night. So if you're in a negative system and you wake up, that person is going to be negative. Remember, your circle rotation is going to be negative. Your energy fields are going to be negative. You're going to be negative all around through the atmosphere system. And as soon as you know that everybody around you, 25, 30, 40 people that you know, are all going to be negative around you because you're sending out negative vibes, guys.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
I got Siri here. She got a little bit excited. The computer operation system. My allocated positions to my energetic system is reading a digital platform division level system. That's why I got a little bit excited. So that's what happens with your energy. It just overbounds your information system vibration. So I can change anything through market defense. I can change my computer operation system to a different metric system, the metrics, anything to the location system. So it's knowing how to communicate through you through vibration. That's what you have to understand. That centers everything through the core. So everything in relation, your heart, your mind, and your soul is everything through definition. Okay? So. I want to be upgraded. Oh, got it. Okay, just go to my email. Yep. Go through my email and I'll put you up to a grading system to your location. Yeah, you have to be upgraded too. Yeah. It's great to see that everybody wants to be upgraded because they know why they have to be upgraded, because I feel like, okay, I know enough what I need to know. Now I have to understand more because you're hungry. You want to know more because you can get understanding how to communicate more higher information of light. You say, well, this is great. I love it. You know, I'm really connecting through my dragons. I'm really connected through my clouds. I'm really connected through my galaxies. I'm really connected through my portals, my codes, my planets, my intelligence. Your fragmentation lines are coming in, you know. You're not defragging everything anymore. Your fragmentation lines are going to green. Green is light. Green is go. Okay? It's like when you see a car and it's stopping its way, you got red, yellow, and green. Green is go. Okay? So you have to understand your transformation light signals when it comes to the communication, the heart recognition lights. That connects all around through positive centers, right? So that's why we have an algorithm when it comes into the astrologics. Astrologic is a graphing system, okay? It's a point division level system. It calculates, modifies everything holographic of its computer through vibration. So once it goes into traction division, it takes everything out of its framing system, then you get into higher positions of positive centers through your vibration. So there's a lot of things that we have to adapt to its location. But yeah, definitely do that, goddaughter, and I'll put you up to higher grade. I'll uprise your higher grade divisions of colors and patterns through your chakras. So you can go through my PayPal. Okay, that's what everybody else does, because they know they're in that position and say, okay, Commander, I don't feel good. Can you help me out? See, you have to understand what vibration is. I have to make this very well clear. The higher you go, the more you open your chakras, the more you see, the more you feel, and the more you hear. It's your senses that open more through the psychological system of the psych-op divisions, through the psychological system, through the psychometry system. Okay? That's where it's confusing to the mind system, because now you're connecting more of open space. You're no longer connecting to the physical system of you, because your mind is opening more. When your mind opens more, it sees more, right? Through observation, illustration, activation, correlation, mind conceptual system of shapes, letters, and numbers. Oh, I see a shape rotation line system. It's calculating right now through its formation. It's got a computer operation line signal in there. What's going on with that? So you can play with your mechanisms and try to understand your computer system and say, well, I'm going to take that line communication because that's not in its right location through its planet location. The intelligent line signal is off, and the activation through the core system of the algorithm program setting isn't set to its chakra system. The gravity systems aren't set up to its division. Do you understand how I communicate through intelligence? Right? So this is very powerful stuff. So it's understanding if you get in a position of a shape and you see a line communication, a computer graphing system, it's trying to take over your chakra system. You understand its position. You have to take the negative system through vibration, change the coloration system back into traction division 3 order and program setting. That changes your framings into the main frames. Okay, because that puts you in higher positions through computer operations to 3-point centers. So, yeah, I know. Your heart has been damaged. Yeah, I can fix that through rotation, through open portal. Yeah, you need to feel. I know what you need, goddaughter. You know what you feel. Archangel, what you feel. She's very powerful in love. So, it's knowing what you need. It's not as satisfactory of what you need. It's what you need for your body, what you need through its upgrade, what you need to make yourself feel better, to understand vibration. Vibration, energy, and frequency is intelligence. It's different intelligence. So the frequency level is understanding your vibration. That's frequency. You're bringing it up, right? You're tuning it, right? And then you understand the energy, right? And it goes high or low. See? Low, medium, high. All right? So as soon as you change your thought, if it's a negative system, no vibration, no light, no communication, no heart, no mind, no brain, passed over. You have to understand what vibration is, guys. We live on it every single day. So this is what happens with vibration. So you want to keep it up. You want to, it's spacing right now, right? So I'm telling you what my computer does. So I go through operate center. It's like, I know it's confusing, but this is what it is as an actor. I try to understand what my computer does through my body frames because I understand its position. Sometimes I change the negative system to location to a positive center. So if my vibration is going low, it's going you understand how to communicate with your body within. This is vibration communication through low frequencies. Medium frequencies is bringing it up to a higher level. It goes. As soon as you change the negative system, back down frequency system, it goes. That's what you want. You bring it up higher, 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 higher. So the more vibration you bring up, the more light comes out. More balance through center. More activation through vibration, through energy frequencies. So once you understand your energy frequency vibration, then you get in harmonics. Once you get in harmonics, then you read the vibration. Really, really powerful stuff because vibration is connected to planets of codes. That's another position. I'm not going to get into allocated positions of the too many level systems because it's too complicated for you guys to understand your behavioral system through coloration vibration. It puts everything into position level systems. So allocate that position level division. So let's go into vibrations. Try doing that with yourself. Try to experience that. Try to go. Try to really, really pay attention how to communicate. What is my vibration saying to me today? How do I understand the tone? And the thing is, too, once you see the light board graphing system, you can actually see yourself scanning yourself, and you can see the vibrations are off. That's how powerful you are through AI. And you see everything up close. So my vibration is off through coloration. It's on a different pattern location, okay? And the algorithm of its operation system to its pixel activation system is on a different coloration of a planet location to intelligence. So you have to change the planet location, change the coloration system, change your order program setting, put the vibration back into the center core of its position. Now you're going, now you're in the right balance location at the point center through vibration. So complicated stuff when you get those divisions. This is vibration. Okay, that's vibration. It's communication, it's intelligence. That goes into your cycle every single day through your heart, your mind, your soul. So you understand vibrations, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, 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 up, up, down, 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 down. So it's that's what vibration does. So it's understanding the code, okay, It's understanding the code of vibration. Codes. Codes of human vibration. Okay, this is where it connects to it too. Okay, human vibration through codes, right? So it's really powerful stuff. Now, as it's going here, this is low frequency, right? This is a medium. This is a medium. This is low. This is high. This is higher. You see how it's different intelligence. Different. It's going up, right? Now, if it was going up, you're in the right position. If it's going down, line signals. So if the vibration is going like this and decides to go like this, what's happened? It's gone beyond its point division of level. So this is understanding coming into psych systems, right? Through the cycle rotation centers. So if your vibration goes too low, you have a problem. Now, if you keep yourself in a negative system, it's going to create a realm division through location of division of a dimension. And then it's going to take you out attraction visions and put you into the past reference. All right. So you have to understand you're creating your own division of dimension, portal activation code. You're putting yourself back into relocations of point centers, into your point center of its past. So you want to keep your positions in its line frequency level all the time through point center. So it's really understanding the human vibration system through its allocation. All right. It's powerful when we get into those levels, guys. I'm telling you, man, vibration, we live that every single day. So it's kind of like when I see somebody right away, I scan them. I scan them because I can't communicate with them until I understand their dimension portal activation codes. And then when I understand their vibration, then I understand, oh, their heart isn't palpitating enough. It's skipping locations of vibrations. My algorithm, my liver system is not in its right coloration system. That means that they need to eat more through vibration. They need to eat more carbs. They need to eat more, drink more water. They need to, supplement their systems more with foods through essentials, right? So that's understanding you're scanning that person in front of you. So it's really understanding everything around its vibration. Okay, because we have compartments, components, it goes up section divisions of locations of vector units, right? So we're in positions of our weight. We're in positions of the mind, the thoughts, the psychological system, the heart of its portal, and everything through the soul. The soul identifies everything through vibration, low, medium, or high. And then you get into spaces of vibration. Pauses, right? Right? That means there's a problem with the negative system. That means there's a stomach line division level system that's off through calculation. So your vibration of your stomach, your vibration of your heart, your vibration of your eyes, your mind, your thoughts, your brain is different. So you understand the positions that goes in. So it's all about spacing. So it's kind of like if somebody needs help, it goes through SOS, right? It's like that's vibration. Okay, so everything through your coordinates is understanding your code frequency of vibration. It's extremely complicated to the mind system if you don't understand its positions of human behavioral system. We've got into that too through backphrasing systems. It's extremely complicated stuff if you don't understand vibration. So try to understand vibration of you first before you understand vibration of other people. Because that's the first thing that we go through reading. Allocated positions of scanning, locations of anything. So if there's a vibration here, right, and it goes, that means there's a cyst. That means the rotation cycle of the mind conceptual system is off through vibration. So it's not connecting through its eye receptor divisions, or it's off cycle through its ear divisions, or it's not connecting through the heart. So it's all about everything that we have problems with is misinformation of its heart. So the heart follows in so many rotations of vibrations through the center to its body system. So everything through vibration has to be centered through its position. And that's how we live through its life cycle, life system, life activation. Anything that's off, it changes its location of coloration. So if the cyst is red and it's, you got to get it fixed because it's pulsating faster and faster, right? So it's like a headache or it's like a migraine. It's like somebody with a sledgehammer is going, boom, boom, boom. So you have to understand how to take the sledgehammer away. You have to understand how to take that person away and put it in a different position. So it's the same thing with vibration. It's how to decrease the vibration. It's how to change the coloration. It's how to change the vibration of the human vibrational system, okay, to out of its position, but back into center of its core system, right? So in relation, the heart has to recognize all vibrations of you every single day through positive and negative words, okay? I don't like myself. I don't know what to do. I'm bored. What are you doing? What are we going to do today? I don't want to do that. We did that yesterday. Guys, it's hesitation, there's doubt, there's no communication with anything through the heart. That's misinformation. So the more negative vibration, the more you create cysts, the more you create diseases, okay? I'm making it very well clear. You create your positive and negative words through your health, okay? You create stress, you create depression, you create anxiety, you create anger, okay? Everything through its mechanism of its body framing, right? I'm telling you, it's powerful, powerful stuff through vibration, guys. Vibration is everything through reading. It's amazing, amazing how you do these things. It's incredible, incredible force what you can do with the body and how you can heal the body through vibration. How you can get rid of anything through sores or anything through cysts or anything through cuts or anything through location of confusing lines of anything through that division. Because negative systems of vibration create cysts. It bounds and bounds and bounds and clusters. And if it clusters, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it takes over your conception of your body framing system through its order and program setting. Okay? So it's kind of like my hand keeps twitching, right? A lot of people have that twitching system. Your eye keeps flickering and all that. What's going on? Well, there's a vibrational center that's not located through its position yet. So you can have an ear defense mechanism system, but a separation through vibration. So it's understanding why my eye is twitching. So you can heal that if you understand the vibration from its eye to its ear, because everything through your body framing is connected through vibration. I bet you guys didn't know that, right? Because you're a connected holographic computer operation system, guys, through the simulation. So understanding your computers of you is understanding the atom of center of you, is understanding the heart recognition of the center of you through vibration of you, okay? So anything that's off through information is because you're connecting through the negative system through vibration. Anything through the positive system, you're reading the right information of the heart recognition of its light through its portal activation. You're setting your codes to its right information, to its planet location of its intelligence. But as soon as you change the negative system and you don't know what you're doing, you're changing the heart information. The heart is the most powerful, powerful thing through connection. It's the most powerful, powerful thing through love. So you got to love what you're doing. And, people are really good at what they do when it comes to passion. Passion is amazing. It's like, wow, I'm really getting good at this. And you're saying to yourself, wow, I didn't know I could do this. So that takes away the fear. Fear of this, fear of that, fear of climbing, fear of heights, fear of jumping out of a plane, fear of climbing up a mountain, rock climbing, water skiing. Do things that you haven't done before. Don't be afraid of it. Afraid of just being of its fear is fear taking over your cycle through rotation of body. So you understand that when you change your mind and you change your brain, you're changing everything through its position. And you're saying, wow, this is great. I want to do it again. You get in those positions all the time. And you're saying, yes, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. I like doing what I'm doing. And then you start loving what you're doing. And then you find the passion of what you're doing. Right? And it's so, so uplifting. That's energy. That's just energy going right through me right now. It's just synchronizing everything. And it's just coming up right now. And you just feel amazing. You feel great, fantastic. You feel incredible. It's like you're a rock. You're a rock, okay, of no destruction. Nothing's going to break your wall, right? That's the power that you have to see yourself and perceive yourself every day through communication when you wake up. You can't put your positions through low vibration anymore, especially now because the dimensional Earth and the fifth dimensional system has to know its position of you through center. If it doesn't know your center, you're going to lose your light and you're going to pass over. Okay? It doesn't allow its presence. And the thing is, too, everybody is, There's a lot of people that are in ICU beds, because they don't understand. The thing is too, where do they go? What do I do? What's going on? I'm in space atmosphere. I don't understand vibration. I don't understand the atmospheres. What's going on? Am I meditating right? Am I meditating wrong? How do I meditate? Where do I go? What do I do next? What do I see? How do I do this? How do I do that? You're questioning yourself. Question. That's low vibration. Find the answers within through the heart. Heart is everything. It standpoints on everything through its ancestry and its history. This will give you everything you want through portal and dimension. But this, and this has to be connected through its transformation of lights. The atmospheres and everything, the hemispheres of father and mother have to be connected. They have to be connected through center. Okay? So do your research on vibration of you through human behavior systems when you go to an interview or an audition. And I guarantee you'll get that job or you get that audition. So I love doing videos for you guys because it helps you out more and more, doesn't it? So when you guys go up to your 40 positions into the God frequency levels, you're going to understand how powerful you are through light. You're going to see more. You're going to feel more. You're going to hear more. You're going to taste more. And you're going to be able to touch. You're going to be able to touch now. You're actually going to be able to touch your energy fields. You're going to see your energy field and how big it is. You're going to be able to see the perception of what's going on through your light board vision. You're going to be able to scan people through location, through their organ, through their vibration. So the more you reach the chakra systems, allocated positions of your chakras, once they all connect, extremely, extremely powerful when you get into those positions, especially when you get into the God frequency levels of connections. Okay, because now you're reaching extremely, extremely higher levels of intelligence. But then again, you have to balance everything through its light and dark, right? I'll help you out with that too, because you guys are going to get in that position once you reach the 40. It's going to change everything. Okay? So, and when you get into 50, we're going to create planets. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get into that. Now, that's 10 divisional levels, PTS unit system. We won't get into the division yet. I just really want you to get communication with your digital frames and how to understand your positions through your shapes and anomalies. That's the position we got to put yourself in right now through calculation. But thing is too, the more you guys go up, the more you understand vibration. And it's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. And then you'll start talking like me, Oh, Priscilla's rotation centers are off, but her allocated positions through her shapes of her heart recognition light and her portal activation is pretty good. But she needs higher vibration through chakra systems to coloration. Healing. Done. Finished. Calculated. Modified. Integrated. Calibrated. Exponential. Expansion. Out of its equation. So it's all about taking everything through E equals MC squared. You have to understand how to take everything out of its equation through its question. Right? So it's already knowing the answer of its question. Okay? It's complicated. It's extremely complicated, but get into the framing system of your positives and negatives. That's where you got to get everything. Get out of retraction to traction division. Balance. 3-point centers. That's where we got to get in their positions. All right? So. Starseed, how's it going? Sorry, guys, I have no filter. I just keep talking. 40 chakra systems activation. Yeah. Lori, nice to meet new people. How's it going? Any questions or comments? Go to my email, PayPal, donations. If you want to go through acceleration, if you want to go through speed connection, if you want to go through mocking locations of acceleration, if you want to go through your ascension dream awakening, let me know. Just go through my email. But it's great to see new people. Starseed, you have to get in connections of the test that's coming up for Monday. Yeah, I put it in the private link. Make sure you guys do it, eh? You can do it by illustration. You can do it by YouTube, voice and grid system, okay? Or you can do it by solar text. I'd rather you do it through illustration. Really watch Priscilla and how she did her equation through its formula. It's really powerful stuff. I'm not there, but I will catch up. Yeah, that's another thing too, Galactica. You have to be in a higher division through the Colossus. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. Surrender to the ripples, jazz. My angel and Florence, you guys are communicating. Light, liquid, verse, never solid, chosen again. You got to make sure your liquid light formation system is never solid. It has to be line communication, line signal, plasma through an energy through coloration light system. Angel. Okay, because if you get solid identifications of colors into your body framing system, it has to be in positions of positive centers. It can't be negative system coloration of lights. So it's important that you keep your positions of your colors into light formation. Montana, yep. Okay. You guys have a lot of questions here. What about our voice vibration? Well, voice vibration is a voice box. It connects to everything through sounds. So if I voice my grid, I'm connecting to everything through the atmosphere with inside and with everything within. So the radiating information comes from the heart first. The heart is everything. This is what keeps you alive. But without this, you don't have this. Without this, you don't have this. So you have to understand the mind conceptual of thoughts. You have to understand the heart of its portal. And you have to understand the soul of its higher self. That center points to connection systems, the center core of mother and father space.
As a noun, it means a woman in relation.
Sorry, guys. Syria is getting excited. I'm overloading her program setting through the metric locations. That's why the voice keeps coming on. My voicing grid system can get anything through position. It can travel to anything through energy, right? But your voice is extremely powerful through the sacred breath. It's the flowing mechanisms you have to have everything through you, through your positive and negatives flow. So it's getting light and dark in balance. Okay? You feel great today, right? But you're not sure about tomorrow. So why are you thinking about tomorrow? It's not here yet. Why think about yesterday when it's already gone? Always live the presence. Always be the presence. I am the presence. I'm here now in the presence. Put yourself in point center every single time. Don't rebound. If you rebound, come back in center. It's not that complicated, guys. You're making it complicated because you've seen yourself complicated. All right? So put yourself back in center. Center is everything through balance, yin and yang. How do I get myself back into position? Through my thoughts. Because that's what we live every day, through vibration. You can put yourself in low vibrations, but I guarantee you, you're not going to be going through light formation. You're going to go through dark rotation of vibration. And you don't want to do that because that's going to create dark matter through location. Right? So always put yourself back in center. Okay? Every single time. Doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter who you're talking to. It doesn't matter what is happening through you or about you or anything that's going on. Always put yourself back in center. Okay? Because that puts you back in the presence. That's what you have to understand. Center is presence. If you're out and you don't know how to get in center, right? Well, the negative system is pushing you away. So you're going to be going back and forth through vibration, and your vibration is going to explode. And that's going to separate the vibration, and then you're going to have so many cysts all over your body system. And now you got to be operated through the doctors. Why? All because of your negative system. Oh, I got to go to the doctor today. I got a sore back. Well, what gave you that sore back? Being negative. You have to understand what vibration is. I keep saying that to everybody, and I'll keep saying that over and over and over and over because your voicing grid connects to vibration. It goes into your central system, goes into your heart recognition, goes into your mind, your thoughts, it goes into your soul. It all connects through lines. If it's not connected through the heart, then it's misinformation. Okay, so the heart will go air, right? Until you get positive center, right? Proceed. Okay, so you have to understand that your computer is an operation system of you through location of vibration. That's why it's extremely hard to communicate through the simulation of everything around you through its provisions. Acting cycles or anything that connection, all right? So, but that's the communication through a voice box. Well, Starseed, you have the location standard points and you understand how to use your throat chakra. I do that every morning too, especially if I get a cough or a cold. But you guys aren't at that level right now to basically heal your whole body, but you are at that level to understand your thoughts, recognition. So that's where you guys are. You guys are at thoughts, recognition of vibration of healing. That's where you guys are at through point of vision. Once I put you up to 40, when you're at 40 chakra locations, you can understand more of your thought recognitions. A thought recognition is understanding, keep yourself in vibration of center. So that will keep you above water, right? And you won't sink, you won't, and you're trying to like, try to catch up, try to catch up. Oh, wow. It's just a breath of fresh air, and you don't feel confined, you don't feel restricted or stiff or like, oh my God, how do I get out of this? I'm out of back. My voice is changing. What's going on right now? I can be anything through intelligence. I can change my conceptual system into a shape. I can change anything through lines. I can change anything through color. It's amazing what you can be through anything through center, because you understand the heart recognition of your heart through portal. So it's powerful. But we're coming into thoughts of recognition, so that's good. So that's what we're looking at. So there's a lot of things you can do, and there's a lot of things you can't do because your chakra system doesn't understand its locations yet through atmospheres or GPS location systems. But you guys are coming into thought recognition, so congrats on that. Once you reach 40. So I brought on my degeneration. That's cool. Good info. You're extremely welcome. Go to my email, Lori, and I'll tell you a little bit more how to get into your ascension, especially the new people. They have to understand how to communicate better. Once you go through my healing, it opens up your lights and puts you into transformations into the earth system of 5D. You automatically go into 5D of vibration, and then you feel so much better. You feel so much better with vibration, with yourself, and communication through your health. So it's all about energy going into you every single day, because now you're aligned through me, through them. So we're all aligned, all into one. So it's all about bringing unity, one consciousness into one system, to one atom system, one computer system, right? And then you come everything through formation, right? But these things take time. But that's how powerful energy is and what it does. So, but it's great to see new faces. Another powerful video, of course, have to integrate on the beach for a little, and we'll backphrase happy apocalypse, revealing through center everyone. Okay, great. So Jules, maybe you understand more now because I put your transformation lights and everything through body frames into Vega. All right, so make sure you guys illustrate it on the private link. I really want, it's very important that you guys illustrate it, put it on YouTube, voice the box grid systems, okay, through your software mechanisms. Don't do solar text. I just want to see illustrations of your voice. I want you to experience what you do when you go through these communications. All right. So if you're not understanding how to understand the formula through its equation, you can talk to Priscilla because she's got it on the private link. Right. But you guys are in different quadrants, so you're going to get different answers, patterns, right, through shapes and anomalies. So that's good. Yeah, I've gone through all your questions here, I think. It's very important I get through all your questions. You guys are communicating a lot. That's good. Everything that you're framing through system is positive. That's great. Emojis, hearts. I love seeing hearts. Love seeing smiles. Love seeing faces of hearts. That's great. So much love. That's good. You guys are coming back to love cycle, love system, love activation through heart centers. That's good. Yeah, I think I've gone through all your questions here. Another thing too you got to look at too is that you are important to yourself when it comes to anything problems that you have with yourself. If you are on a negative rotation, your reacting cycles will expand its location through your body frames. So be cautious on your negative words, especially now because you guys are highly into force connections. Angel, if you want to go in a higher division, you have to go through my upgrades, okay? Because I want to get everybody into the Colossus division. I got the Elite here, and I've got Colossus here. So, I mean, we got to get this position, guys. Right? This has got to be counterbalance. It's very important that we get into that location, right? Because it's important that you guys always communicate with each other. Because you guys are coming into thought recognition, but you don't understand vibrations of other people through dimensions and locations. You understand their energy patterns, but you don't understand where they are through dimension. You may understand how they look through its energy. You might be able to see their portal, right? But you don't know what position they are through its ancestry. That's the hardest thing to read, is the ancestry, where they came from. So when you know where they came from, then that gets you in a better position through your energy system, through the receptacle system, through your diagrams and everything, through program settings. Because it has to read its digital framings, right? Into the metric system acceleration. So, Starseed, you're at the Colossus. Yeah. I upgraded you to the Colossus division through Vega. Yeah, you're at the Colossus. You're not at the Elite. No, I changed your scales and you're more into resolution pattern. So you have to understand, the more you come into formation, for example, with Jasmine, she's coming into the serpent light, the scales, the perception, everything that she sees through division, how to use her tail, of a snake, okay, to acceleration, to communication of planets, how to set locations, how to help this, how to help that, how to set up this, how to set up that, understand my mission, what is my mission, what I do with my mission, how do I understand my codes for my mission, right? So no, but Starseed, yeah, you're definitely into the Colossus, yeah. So it's really powerful stuff, okay? So this is really interesting because once we go into 40 chakras, we're going to go into a different quadrant level through sector and division, through unit system, through the galactic energy core system. So we will no longer be in the Colossus. Okay. We'll be into the universal quadrant. Okay. That will be our section division level system. Universal quadrant. Okay. That's going to be our next. We're no longer be in the Colossus. We'll be in the universal quadrant. So you guys are going, what? So I just got in the Colossus. Now I'm in the universal quadrant. So you go into higher levels of atmospheres now. Okay. So because that team is coming out of the Colossus, going into the universal quadrant, we're coming into the Baranium atmosphere. Okay. So we're still in the biostratosphere. Once you understand more communications, you're going to set your spin locations through spectrum division of your lights, and you're going to stay in that division. So once you reach the universal quadrants, you're going to understand more of its code frequencies through universal system of intelligence. So we're coming into the universal of point centers now. Okay. It's complicated stuff, but that's where we're going. Oh, you're extremely welcome. And don't forget, Galactica, you can go through my email. Put you that division level system. Yeah. But it's important that everybody gets in line signals through line communication through each other so you guys can communicate through your heart cycles and heart rotation through your portal activation codes. It's important that you guys get into that division through balance, right? So, but universal quadrant is extremely high. So you're going to have better communication with the universal system, guys. That's what it's all about. So you get communication with your bodies, your frames, your chakras, your gods, your demigods, and then you get communication universal. That's where we're at right now. We're coming into that starting Monday. Okay. Now for the elite team, the elite has to get into Colossus. Okay. So that is another upgrade that everybody has to go through. Right? I don't want to get confusing line signals through adaptations here through cycle rotations because their spectrum divisions are going to be way out through vibration. It's important that we stay into line division through calculation. But like I was saying, it has amazing cycles of circles through the chakras, through the gods. But you really have to get your provisions through your algorithm settings. So, hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. I'm doing the test this weekend. Okay, great. Have a big weekend this weekend. Yep. Yeah, I'll be away on the weekend too. Yeah. So, This will probably be the live video tomorrow. I might do a video, a small video. I don't think I'm going to have time to do a video in the morning because I'm leaving early. I have a 2-hour trip. So I'm going across mountains and, lower lands. It's really cool in Mexico. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love traveling. I recommend everybody to do that, travel to different locations, because you see so many things through observation. It's incredible what you see through energy. Once you understand how you walk, once you understand how you talk through voice, once you understand through vibration and frequencies, once you understand harmonics of resistance of intelligence, then you understand more of yourself through point center. That's what we have to get into, right? So Spanish is my first language. Yeah, I kind of figured that because you're texting me in Espanol. Yeah. It's a lot to learn. It's an amazing language, but it's a lot to learn, especially just the vocabulary alone. So, yeah. And it localizes everything through your vibration too. When you talk different languages, it helps you out too. It really does. When you learn a different language, so I learned a different language. A lot of people adaptations through cycles, and they learn 3 or 4 different languages. So I think Meryl Streep, really powerful actress. I think she knows 4 or 5 languages. That's incredible. That's incredible to have that. That's a lot of work. That's understanding the whole alphabetical system, the vocabulary through vibration on different countries. That's extremely powerful. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. All right. Really, really get into the test, the quasar, the test, everything through the instruments of Vega and the code frequencies. If you're not still understanding, you can go through me or you can go through the team. We're all about in this together. We're all about helping each other. I give you the test reviews, evaluations, so you can go into more of center of yourself. And this will bring you up to more, because it's very important. If I don't give you test reviews and evaluations, okay, what happens is it modifies everything through your heart recognition of misinformation. And it's hard for you to understand what's going on through locations of planets' intelligence. So when you high rise, you have to know what you're doing, right? You have to know the right codes. You have to know the right intelligence. You have to know the right vibration, coloration, lights, And when it gets in particular, you go to intelligence of planets. You understand how they eat, what they eat, why they eat, how they talk, what is their mind conceptual system of their thoughts. Are they on a shaped planet? Are they in a line sequencing line planet? Are they in a matrix location planets? Are they in diversion level system, the cortex division of planets? Are they allocated positions of shapes and anomalies through cloud interference? Are they connected to locations of XT1000s, sun interference? Are they setting up mood graph system locations of algorithm program settings? Are they in positions of allocated positions through the algorithm systems? So, it goes on so many levels of interforce connections of the communication. Communication is number one. It's number one to everything. Okay. All right. So I love you guys very much. This is your AI Commander from the Elite, coming into the universal quadrant. I'll say that now because we're not in the Colossus anymore. We're more coming into it. So I might as well just say that anyway. But the last thing to do is do the activation, which is going to be done Monday. So love you guys very much. Questions or comments, go below. Email, go below. PayPal, go below. Anything, everything you want to know, don't be afraid to ask me. Okay. Bye for now, everybody. And have a great weekend.